Howdy gang, Trailblazer Tim here. Today we are heading out to a barrier island in central Florida, south from where I live, on a little tiny thin stretch of land between the ocean and the river to go to a cool little sanctuary I've drove by 1,000 times and I've never stopped in there. It's raining. It's the first day of February. It's the way I like it because when you hit the trail and it's raining, as long as you're prepared for it, chances are pretty good you're not going to run into anybody else. Alright, so we've arrived at a place called Coconut Point Sanctuary, and we're walking through a very thick kind of scrub brush. We're going to try to make it here through all this and get down to the riverside. Remember, we're on a barrier island, very thin stretch of land between the ocean and the river, about 2 miles off the coast of East Florida. So let's take a look and see what we're working with. Hear that? Some sort of bird up here. This is a neat little trail we're up on. Not very far from the road. It feels like in the middle of nowhere. A canopy of trees and stuff. The rain's kind of settled out a little bit, but they're calling for rain all day. This trail that I'm walking on, I'm hoping is going to lead me down to the Great Indian River. Maybe we can scare up some sort of a lunch or something. Back up there at the trailhead, there was a sign that said that this area is known to have bobcats. Let's see if we can find one. This. Looks like we're coming up on the river. All right, that wasn't very long of a walk at all. We've arrived at a destination. There's a little lookout deal here, right on the Great Indian River. We've made it down here to the Indian River. Like I said, we're on this very thin stretch of land that's less than maybe a quarter mile wide over here on the far barrier island outpost on the east coast of Florida, central Florida. Indian River's here, and behind the camera, about a quarter mile where I park my Hummer, is the ocean. So this is a little refuge for the wildlife and everything. Sorry if the microphone's popping because it's a little bit windy here. I'm gonna go hike around a little bit more and see if we can't find somewhere to maybe cook up some lunch. Look over here. There's bobcat footprints all over here in the mud. There's a good one right there. If you can pick that up or not. Right there. All over the place. So there is a bobcat, or a family of bobcats, living somewhere here in this area. Probably watching me right now. They're all over the place. So I guess that means I need to be mindful and keep an eye on what's going on here, because I don't want to be ambushed by no damn bobcat. Usually scared of you and it'll run the other direction. I got these series of little boardwalks that kind of wind their way through here because this is low-lying and swampy and stuff. I'm walking on one of them right now. Taking an alternate trail from the one that we were just on over there where the river and the dock was. Let's continue. It's almost kind of eerie feeling back here. You know, it's not quite the same as like hiking out in the woods. This is like a preserve, a swamp preserve. It's a little stretch of land, and it's been raining, so it's kind of soggy out here. I just don't want to run into other people. I don't care about the animals. Look up here. Got some sort of a bridge, another one. And it's kind of just winding its way back through all this stuff. Take a look. Trying to be quiet, so we might be able to see some wildlife, because this is really, look at that. Look at this tree. This is a cool spot, man. Cool spot. Just don't know what's around the next bend. Man, look down in there. I'd grab that. There's somebody threw a cup or something. I can't get down over there because I'm on a bridge. And people are nasty. Why they gotta throw their trash out in a national preserve like this? Shake my head. Alright, so we kind of came up on this fork in the trails. Man, there's trails all over the place back in here. There's a road that leads down to the river. Down there, this place called Hub's SeaWorld. I got some marine biologist research center and stuff. And if I turn around up on this end of the road, that'll take me right back up to where the Hummer's parked. But we also have more trails going this way. And that's what I want to go. I want to go somewhere away from where there's a main road, because we got to find somewhere to cook. I'm getting hungry. See that sign? This natural area provides habitat to alligators. Sounds really reassuring. So, well, this is Florida. We're in the swamps. We're out on an island, kind of swamp. I heard something back in there that's rustling around. It's an animal. Definitely not a person. I said there's bobcats here, back in there somewhere. Wouldn't be the first time I ran into one. There's alligators back in there. I can hear them. I don't see them. I can hear them. There's water back up in there. Back behind all those brush that you can't really see. There's alligators in there. Guarantee you. My senses and my awareness are very heightened at this point. It's hard to explain because this is a really cool spot. It's a little bit creepy. Almost gives me the chills a little bit because I know the world is only half-mile away, but I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere in the jungles. Wow. Well, we was going to find somewhere to make a lunch. I don't think we're going to do that out here today. We're going to start heading back up to the Hummer and stuff. This place is just, it's got an aura to it that I can't explain. And I don't think it'd be right for me to do anything back here, you know. To light any kind of camp stove or smoke a cigar or anything. It's like this is a preserve. And I think it's just time for us to get up on out of here. Got lucky it hasn't rained yet, but it's in the air. So catch you when you get back to the truck. There's the road. Be there in just a minute. Wow, busy little road. We made it back to the Hummer. That's all the time we got for this one. What a special little place, you know. I saw some trash that got thrown out there. I couldn't get to it though because it's all swamp. People threw it out of reach, so I couldn't get back there to grab it, bring it in. No lunch. I'm hungry. I got to go home and get something to eat. I'm starved. I'll see you all in the next adventure. Take care.